everybody. Thank you for joining us today for a full body circuit workout. We will be using dumbbells. Anywhere from 5 to even 20 pounds will be appropriate. If you don't have them, don't worry, you can still do the exercises without weights. And we're gonna start with our warm-up, 30 seconds for each exercise. We repeat that twice. We go into our 2 strength rounds where we perform each exercise for 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest, and then we do our core workout at the end. Can't wait for you to join us. Make sure you have some water ready and we'll get started. All right, so we're gonna get started. Our first warm-up move is a squat and reach. We're working on that rotation, warming up the trunk and the legs. Get ready and go. Now, only squat as deep as is comfortable for you. You might need to take a little bit slower at first for that rotating reach movement. Take it at your pace. We're warming up here. And now we're going to move into our alternating hamstring stretch. Try to keep the legs straight as you push the hips back and reach for the opposite ankle or toe. Now, if you start to get dizzy, just slow it down. The whole point is to kind of get a little dynamic stretch to the back of the legs, cross the body movement. All right, now we move into our butt kickers. So trying to kick your own butt. If you need, you can hold on to a chair to modify. But if it feels good, start to squeeze the shoulders back as you open the chest. We're going to open that front body, activate the muscles on the back side. All right, our inchworm. We walk the hands out to a plank and walk the hands back in. We don't stand up in between, and you can do a little pause when you hit the plank position and come back. Activating the core, warming up the wrists and hands. You're gonna feel it in your quads, the top of your thighs also. And then we bring it back to the top with our squat and reach. This time you might be able to get a little bit lower, reach a little bit further, rotate a little bit more. As you go through the warm-up, you should be able to achieve a little bit more than you could when you started. All right, we take it to the hamstring stretch. Again, take it at your own pace. Breathe. Don't get dizzy. You can slow it down if you need to. If it's early in the morning, you might be a little bit tighter than if you were walking throughout the day. We're going to take it into butt kickers. Feel a nice stretch, opening our shoulders and our chest, opening the front of the hips as we squeeze the shoulders and glutes on the backside. Get ready for our inchworm, the last one for our warm-up. Try to lengthen, really activate those core muscles. Keep going. Okay, now we're gonna get ready for our next round. We have a reverse lunge to a squat. So I'm just demonstrating here. Catch your breath, grab a drink if you need to. And ready, set, go. We reverse lunge, and then we squat. So your left leg should remain stationary here. You don't need to lunge all the way to the floor. Just go down as far as is comfortable. Try to keep that knee in line with the ankle. Squeeze your glutes to push off the floor and come back to standing. It's going to help protect the knee. When you squat, go as wide as you need to stay upright through the torso. Keep going. When you hear the bell, we're going to switch sides. So we got a 20-second break. We're going to turn around and go to the other side. All right, let's do it. We're gonna build those leg and glute muscles up. Strong, powerful. Stay in control, you got this. All right, 20 seconds. We get ready for our third exercise, which is burpees. Now you can walk these out. You don't have to jump them out. And if you're at home and the couch is nearby or a coffee table that's sturdy, you can put your hands on that also. The incline will help modify. Let's begin. Keep that core tight. Protect your lower back. If it hurts, I need you to modify or stop. You can always hold a plank. Listen to your body. Keep going. If you can do it all the way. Give it all you got. It's only 40 seconds. We did it. So now the next one, we're going down 4 push-ups. You can be on your knees or do full push-ups. Again, if you need an incline, you can do push-ups against a chair, couch that's stable against the wall. You can even do push-ups at the wall. Ready? Go. So you want to focus on your elbows coming back instead of flaring out. Keep your chin in line with your neck and shoulders. We're not drooping down our chin or letting our lower back sag. Quality over quantity. Keep the form good and tight. Practice makes perfect. Great job. Now we get ready to go back to the top with our reverse lunge and squat. Take a couple breaths. We got 4 exercises and then we'll take a water break and begin. Great job. Over to the other side. Switching legs. Take deep breaths here. Refocus. And let's get it. Let's get ready for burpees again. Remember, you can walk them out. You don't have to do the jumping portion. And this is the last time you have to do burpees this workout. So give it all you got. Keep that core tight. Use your muscles. Protect your body. Be strong. And go.
Just pour another drink, baby. Come on, pour a little more. I'll treat you like a real lady. I'll keep you out the cold. I'll give you all my time, baby. Even when we're apart, I know my heart is still there with you. 5 more hours till the night is ours, and I'm in bed with you. This right here is my type of party. Yeah. 5 more hours, we're just getting started.
All right. Take a break, get ready for those push-ups. If you need an extra cushion under your knees, do so. Again, we want our joints to be comfortable. Brace your core. Nice straight line. And begin. Push-ups are not easy, but it's a good time to use your breath, slow down your breathing, power through. After this, we have a water break, so give it all you got. Keep going. Great job, that round's over. You have 1 minute to grab some water, catch your breath, cool down. We'll come back for the next round.
5 more hours, we're just getting started. 5 more hours, we're just getting started.
All right, we're moving into our next round. The first exercise, we have a sumo squat where you touch the ground, push the hips back, come in for a center squat. So I have a little jump added to it. You might need to slow down the movement and step out. That's okay. Make sure you're pushing those hips back during the sumo. And push the floor away from you as you stand up from that squatting position. Power through those legs. All right, moving on to our next one, you're going to grab a weight. You could probably go a little bit heavier because we're going to use our back muscles. And we're going to hold this deadlift position, single leg deadlift balance, while we row. So push the hips back, engage the core. If you're really losing your balance, bring that foot down so the toe's on the ground for some stability. And as you row, you want to pull that weight towards your belly button, lead with the elbow behind you, squeeze those back muscles. All right, take a breather. We're gonna switch sides, opposite arm and leg now. Remember, you're hinging back with the hips. And if you start to lose your balance, you can bring that foot down, toe on the ground, still keeping the weight in the front leg, and then focusing on that rowing movement. Great job, take a breather. Now we're gonna move to a suitcase squat. It's kind of like a hybrid between a deadlift and a squat. If you can see, the hips really hinge back. My spine and back are staying tall. There's not a curve through my lower back. And I'm using a little bit heavier weights. The feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart, but just about hip width. And make sure you push that floor away through your legs, squeeze your glutes at the top. Like you're setting suitcases down on the floor and picking them back up. All right, we can put the weights down. 20-second break, catch your breath. We're getting ready to go back to the top for this round with our wide sumo squat touchdown. Jumping in for that narrow body weight squat. Get ready and begin. Now, like I said earlier, if jumping out does not feel great, slow it down, step it out, go wide, bring it back in for center. All right, take a break. Grab your weight for the single leg row. So we're leaning over, grounding through our foot, weight in the glutes and hips of that leg that's on the ground. And rowing back. Your legs and hips might be a little fatigued by this point, so it's okay if you have to set that foot down for extra balance and support. Great job, turn it around, feeling strong, feeling good. It's a quick full body workout. We're hitting all those planes and ranges of motion. Get ready, take a breath, and begin. right, let's grab our other weight. Get ready for those suitcase squats. Set up with your feet about hip width apart. Don't forget to push those hips way back behind you. And begin. Great job. Time for a much needed water break. You have 1 minute to get settled. We're going to come back to the floor for some abs and glutes for our final circuit. Okay, come on back. We're taking it to the floor now for a core circuit. We're going to begin with a side plank. And as I set up, you'll see my bottom leg is bent behind me, 90 degree. My elbow is under my shoulder. Top foot is on the floor for some balance. So this is a modified side plank pose. Ready? And up, squeezing the core muscles, like there's a string tied around your middle and pulling you from the ceiling. Lift those hips, feel those oblique side ab muscles activate and keep you up, and then use your breath. All right, we bring it down, switch, go to the other side. Again, we set up, we want to be a nice straight line, elbow under the shoulder. Hips are stacked, so you're not tilting away or leaning forward, and lift up. All right, we'll bring it down. We're gonna get ready for a glute bridge. So we're gonna lay on our back. Our feet are pretty close under our knees. Now I want you to tuck your chin, drop your ribs and lower back, and you're gonna squeeze the glutes to lift the hips to the ceiling. And begin. So when you lift up, you wanna think about driving your knees forward over your toes and have a neutral spine into the lower back. Okay, it shouldn't be a super big arch. You're not trying to lift your chest to the ceiling. Just squeezing your glutes and pushing up to almost like a neutral spine. Okay, so we drop it down. We get ready for the dead bug exercise. So my ribs and lower back are down, pressing into the mat. And we're gonna alternate opposite arm and leg, stretching out. So get set up, tuck your chin, make sure everything's down, engage your abdomen. And then we're reaching out opposite arm and leg. It's slow and controlled. It's a little bit of a brain teaser. You gotta get used to, opposite arm and leg going back. And it's okay if you can't reach to full extension through the leg or arm. You might have a smaller range of motion. That is okay. If you need a break, just hold at center. All right. Rest, roll over for that side plank. We're getting set up in a modified position. Now, if you want a challenge, you can have both legs completely straight and stretched out. But for modified, that bottom knee's bent. Get ready. We lift up. So if you feel some shoulder pain, you might be leaning away. You want to come back so that your shoulder is over the elbow. Squeeze the glutes. Lift through your abdomen. Any joint pain here, always rest down. You can build up to the full 40 seconds. We want good quality form. We want to build those muscles the right way without injury. Continue to breathe and squeeze. Then we rest down. We get ready to turn over and do the other side. Get ready and lift. Now we release, flip over. We're going to go on our backs for the glute bridges. Now the other thing, so we have our chin tucked, ribs are down. When we squeeze and lift, we're only going to go to a neutral spine. Palms are up so you avoid pushing the floor away with your hands and shoulders. And then I want you to focus on putting the weight in the heels of your feet. Your toes should be able to come up off the floor. That should put the muscle activation more into the glutes. If you're really feeling it in the hamstrings, your feet might be too far out. Walk them in and lift the toes. All right, we're gonna release down, take a couple breaths, get ready for our dead bug. So right here, this pose, you can hold it in a static pose, concentrating on just activating the core with the ribs down, lower back against the mat. This can always be your option. Otherwise, we take it into opposite arm and leg, reaching out. I want you to inhale as you stretch out, exhale as you come to center. Use your breath. Keep good form. This is the last one before our cool down. Great job. You made it all the way to the end. We are going to move into a stretching sequence. So we're going to sit with our legs in front of us, really tall through the spine. Breathe in, and then exhale. We're going to reach towards the toes. Now try to stay tall through the spine. Bring your toes towards your face. You can bend your knees a little bit. Feeling that stretch through the back of your legs. And then just breathe here. From this position, we take one leg, cross it over the body. Super tall, inhale, exhale, and spinal twist. Don't force it. Don't crank on your back. Nice and gentle. Looking over your shoulder. On the next exhale, we come to center. Switch legs and turn again. Exhale, coming to center. The other leg gets placed on top of the right thigh. So this figure 4 position is stretching the outer hip on the left side. You're using your leg to bring the other leg towards your chest. We're going to release, switch sides. So staying nice and tall. Using your body to help deepen the stretch. We release, come to a cross-legged position. We're going to stretch the shoulder, arm across the body. Remember, you want to hold above or below the elbow. You don't want to be right on the joint. Taking deep breaths here. And then we switch sides. Now we're going to stretch the traps, neck muscles. One arm reaches far out to the wall away from you. Light counter pressure on top of the head. Feeling the space between the ear and shoulder. Release, roll, and rotate to the other side. Again, being gentle, but also taking this time to lengthen and release the tension. From here, slow head rolls, breathe in, and exhale. Thank you so much. You made it through another full body circuit with us. I hope you feel healthy and strong, and we'll see you next time.